Well, good evening, everybody. Yes, do not change that channel. Do not get off Facebook Live. Don't do any of that. We are here. Yes, we are back. It is Tuesday night, and it is fall. So that means only one thing: the return of Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable. And here we are, all four of us in all of our glory, to entertain you and give you the football like we always have. Start of season 6 for us. So I hope you've all tuned in over the years to understand what we're all about and what we like to do here. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you'll enjoy this next hour and a half or so, because we love all of you and we love to perform and entertain and do all this stuff just for you guys. I mean, we entertain ourselves, of course, but, it's for you guys too. But yes, welcome back. I am Nick Rosario. I'm the guy who just tries to steer the ship a little bit, which if you've seen the show, you know that's almost impossible with these three, but it's fantastic. I love it. It's great. So let's get to it. Let's see how everybody's doing. We'll start with, in my thing, the bottom right corner, Delilah. How have you been, Delilah? It's been months since we've seen you on camera, but how have you been doing? I talk to you every now and again. So, right, I know you're good, but how are you doing? How's everything going? You're muted, honey.
You would think after years since like COVID and we're all locked in a house, I would know better. But anyway, there we go. Season 6 is here, and I'm already making simple errors. Anyway, hey everybody. I don't know. I'm a little sad still over last night, but good to be back with you guys. We're back with the crew. I do like the fall. I do like the fall season, so I'm happy about that. Besides football, I do like fall season. And yeah, you know what? I do like pumpkin spice. So take that, everybody.
I just think this is the best 4 months of the year in general. So I'm in my happy place right now. But yeah, Delilah, great to have you back. Of course, Tina, how are you? How's it going? How have you been? What's the good word? All that good stuff. What's going on?
I'm good, and I'm really, really excited this year for some football. I think it's going to be some good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, sure, because your team won in week 1. You're really fired up and happy. So there you go. Right?
You know what?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is true. Yeah, we didn't crap the bed like somebody's kicker.
No! Shots fired in the first 2 minutes. I love it. Woo-hoo! Well,
hey, I said I would.
You are so lucky. You are so lucky. I love you. You really are.
That's right, folks. Shots fired already. Here we go. You know it's going to be a great season.
No,
I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Wow. Sean Spencer. Boy, everybody's on fire tonight. We're only 4 minutes in. All right, here we go. Thank you,
Steph Curry for 3 from the half court.
I'm telling you, what's going on here?
Like Delilah, I'm really glad to be back to sit here and discuss football with 3 of my favorite people.
Oh,
every week for what? The next
18?
Almost till spring.
I mean, yeah, it feels like it sometimes. All the way through January now with playoffs and stuff. I'll be back in baseball going, and final week of the show. No, anyways. But as always, thanks, Peter. Glad to have you back. And, of course, the man to, whatever, your left, my right, whatever the screen says, Mr. Fingers himself, Anthony Handy, the guy with 1,000 names and 1,000 impressions. How are you doing, sir? How's it going over there? How are you doing in Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down? Never mind. Go ahead.
Live from the 405, where the wind shoo comes whipping down the plain. I'm doing all right. I shared with y'all that I am remix running on 1.5 hours of sleep. You did not hear that incorrectly. I've got my Red Bull, I've got my Coca-Cola, and I've got my Coca-Cola. And we just got a new K-Cup machine. And if I text my wife, she might bring me some coffee.
Mercy.
But I'm excited for the start of the season. Well, I was excited for the start of the season. And somebody, I won't say who, wait a minute, I got it over there. Somebody over there stole my thunder. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I got my jersey on backwards. You know why I got my jersey on backwards?
No. Why, Anthony?
Because apparently Young Wei Koo got a dyslexic kicking foot. I said it. I had a lot more to say. I really had to get all of.
We're gonna do that later, right?
I had to get all the profanities out before I recorded my little video and before I came on the show. So I drove home and I let all of it out. And I looked over to my right and who was looking at me like yeah, good. Falcons fan. My condolences.
Yeah.
Just drove off.
Right.
Other than that, and then Sean stole my thunder. Damn, y'all just all over the place, y'all. Like the Indiana Pacers in Game 5. I'm very happy to be here.
Right.
I can't even do the
As
accent.
always.
Just ain't no just took all the vibranium out of the suit. There's no power behind the punch. So I'm handing that to you, bro. That's all.
This is what I've missed. This is exactly why I've missed you guys. Tuesdays are going to be great again for the next 5 months or whatever it is. So yeah. So Sean wants to know what jersey you have on, Anthony. Who's 33? He wants to know.
This is Turner the Burner, sir. But I
Michael Turner, yeah. NIU graduate, Mr. Michael Burner Turner, right? Tina and I know him very well.
Yeah, this is the only Falcons jersey that I owned that came from a Falcon. Well, I had another one, but I gave it to a friend of mine as a gift who became a Virginia resident who became a Falcons fan, was crazy about Matt Ryan. So she got my Matt Ryan. She got my Matt Ryan jersey. But I got the Turner the Burner.
All right, very nice, very nice, very nice. So, as always, as you know, now that we've done our introductions and caught up with everyone, it's time to talk some football. And as always, what does every game start with? A coin toss. Let's go. All righty then. So, there was a couple of fun things that happened over the weekend, of course, and we thought we'd dive into a few of them. And this first one I want to bring up simply because I'm like, were we wrong about this gentleman all along? Did he show us something in week 1 that we thought, ooh, maybe Danny Dimes can be a quarterback? So, as we know, the Colts demolished the Miami Dolphins in week 1. I think it was 33-8 was the score. Garbage time touchdown for the Dolphins at the end, nobody cared. But is Daniel Jones the savior in Indy? I mean, Anthony Richardson, it appears they've given up on that poor boy, and they started Daniel Jones, and now they look like geniuses after week 1 with the game that he had. I mean, just think about this. Listen to these stats and tell me if you ever had one of these games in New York. He was 22 of 29 for 272 yards, 1 passing touchdown, and then he ran 7 times for 26 yards with 2 touchdowns. This guy was looking like Lamar Jackson out there. Like, what's going on over here? Danny Dimes. So what do you guys think? Is it just, again, what I called it in the group chat was week 1 overreactions, right? Because everybody week 1, oh my God, this is what's gonna, blah, 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 this is gonna happen. Oh my God, look, we're stuck again, and all that good stuff. So is this an overreaction? Can Daniel Jones be the savior in Indianapolis? Delilah, what do you think?
Yeah, anything's possible in football, right? I feel like the opening week has been interesting overall. But yeah, why not? I mean, they still have Jonathan Taylor. He still had a monster game. He has a new life. We've seen that before where a player goes somewhere else and just for some reason it just brings out a different aspect. Like, I'm not saying he'll have this type of game every week, but it looks pretty good, for the Colts. If I'm the Colts, especially because they've been, how many years have people been making fun of them? You know what I mean? The last few seasons. And so, you know what? Good for you, Danny Dimes.
Since Andrew
exactly. Right.
Yeah, since Andrew Luck retired. Yeah, pretty much everybody knows.
So, yeah, why not? Maybe this is a good opportunity for the Colts to turn that around.
All right. Well, Anthony, I'll pose this question.
Against Miami.
I know.
Week 1 against Miami.
That's why it's overreaction. It's overreaction Tuesday. Come on.
Let's see how they play against my boys
Xavier
weekend on our defense, and then we can have this conversation again.
There you go.
I'm gonna need somebody.
Tina, always the lawyer, right? She comes from the practical side of everything. Like, You can tell you're a lawyer. Like your argument was, it's only week 1. Let's see how he does against my Broncos, you bums. What are you trying to do here? No,
I don't know. I feel like my response was temperate. I was like, sure, why not?
Oh, no,
I was trying to be, like, yeah, it
viewers
could be.
on this
like,
one.
no.
Like, come on. It's totally
Danny Dimes. That's why I love you, Tina. I swear to God. I will take you in an argument any day, I swear. I don't care if you're wrong or right. I will take you in an argument every day. That's phenomenal.
I'm wrong. You'll never get me to admit it with people around.
Like I said, that's why I'd love you in an argument, because you know what I'm saying? It'd be great. Handy, how about you, though? But let me come at it this way with you, Anthony, because obviously we saw what the New York quarterback did over the weekend. Do you feel like the Giants gave up too soon on Mr. Jones, or again, will Tina's argument, pay it in the future come true? Where let's just wait and see on Mr. Daniel Jones. What do you think?
It's not like we haven't seen this happen before. I mean, it seems like every time Ryan Fitzpatrick got traded, when they thought he was done, and the team traded him off, and he goes someplace else, and he has a 3-4 week streak of top 10 plays on ESPN, like that one where he threw that absolute blind bomb while a dude had totally face masked his helmet all the way around. Yeah, it's a wait and see for me. I also need somebody to get me a Magneto helmet before anybody asks any more questions, because Tina is all stealing all my answers right out of my cranium tonight. But yeah, I mean hey, look, I'm happy for him. Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback at all. Is he the savior of the franchise? Nah, Tina hit it right on the head. Tua Tagovailoa at one point was a good quarterback who had the potential to be great, who took one too many hits upside the noggin, and probably should be somewhere sitting on a beach chilling instead of padding up, because it's like remember Billy Bob from what's that? Not Billy Bob.
I mean, I get what you guys are saying, but at the same time, 33-8.
Miami's secondary was decimated. Their defense was using second and third stringers. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I'm not going to crown him this week. Like,
oh God, I wish I had that clip.
Week 1.
Right, crown him. Go ahead and crown him. No, but yeah,
it's just
again,
it's just like we say about college football, though.
Totally.
I'm sorry, it's just like we say about college football, though. When you got those week 1, week 2 cupcake matchups, and everybody goes, "Bama's going to win it all and win a championship." Yeah, calm down. They play Buck Tussle State. You're supposed to beat Buck Tussle State.
Yeah.
So
right, exactly.
Let's wait
and see get a little deeper into the meat of this.
Pretty much Buck Tussle State every year until we started winning.
Yeah,
exactly.
I see the comments coming in.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
No. Believe me, NIU used to go 0-11 back in the day. So yeah, when you root for a school that's in the middle of the cornfields, and they, that's the kind of thing that happens. We were always the butt of the joke.
$1 million games are drying up for NIU.
Ben,
nobody wants to play him anymore
I
after
agree,
Notre
Ben.
Dame, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
100%. We got to get Ben's comment up.
I agree.
Yeah, put that up.
You know what?
No,
it's been,
3 quarters. We were great for 3
guess,
quarters, but we'll talk about that later as well.
I guess, Delilah, you're not the only one that's rusty. You're not the only one that's rusty, Delilah. I saw that in the private chat, and I was like, why is Delilah responding to comments in the private chat? Never mind. For those of you that don't get what that's all about, people that watch on certain platforms, their comments don't automatically show up where we can see them, so we can put them up. So Delilah is watching the other streams and pulling the comments and sending them in the private chat. And I was like, that don't supposed to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
It's hard.
No, again, it's week 1. We ironed out all the kinks, right? We're having a good time. We're back, right? We're just trying to get everything going here, getting the season started. A few things happen, no big deal. But no, yeah, I just thought it was great that he had that kind of a game, because again, I know being in New York and everything he faced there, kind of like, let's be honest, how much did we talk about Justin Fields here in Chicago? And again, I know he's probably not the savior of the Jets either at this point, but what a great first game he had, right? Against that supposed to be that great Pittsburgh Steelers defense, right? So I mean, hey, maybe the kid can play football after all. And again, I like what I saw from Justin because he actually threw a lot more, and he looked like he wasn't ready to just run. He was looking for the open receiver, trying to, get the ball out. So, Justin, good luck to you, my friend. But let's move on to our second question then for the coin toss. Wow, see, I lost my train of thought. You guys were talking about Justin Fields, and I'm thinking about all the crappy things the Bears have done in the last 5 years, and now I can't even find my place. This is great. But no, I know it's so.
But
funny.
we are all hit. We are all hitting on all cylinders tonight. I'm
telling you, this is why we do this. We get this all out of the way this week, and I'm telling you, the rest of the season we'll all be fired. No, but I wanted to talk about the Packers a little bit because again,
fired.
You know how much I dislike the Packers, but a lot of people I've noticed are starting to go the Packers' way and be like, oh, and there's people who picked them to win the NFC North and possibly be in the NFC Championship game and all this. And I'm going, slow down. And then, so my question really is, because they played the Lions in week 1, and we kind of saw, maybe the Lions are missing their coaching staff that all went to Chicago, but like Detroit looked bad in week 1, didn't they, guys? Like, Tina, what was your impression of that Green Bay Lions game?
Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's week 1. Let's not crown any princes or kings yet, but Detroit did not look good. They didn't. They looked like they were missing their pieces that they had, and I heard somebody say it too. Is like they were set up for last year to win, and when they didn't make it in, they might be having some problems. So we'll see if they bounce back. I mean, Jared. I had Laporta on my fantasy team, and he did okay. Like they weren't playing well, and Green Bay. Green Bay was firing on all cylinders on that game, so we'll see.
Yep. Definitely
again,
was.
week 1. Don't crown kings.
Andy.
Yes, sir.
No. Again, these are our overreaction Tuesday, right? Like week 1, and everybody's an expert, right? Like, oh my God, you see what's happening? But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is fun conversation, because like I said, Green Bay can lose the next 5 games, and we'll be like, boy, don't they suck? So I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of NFL football. That's why we love talking about it. But Andy, your impressions, Andy, like again, because we all know that the Lions did lose a lot of the coaching staff. Obviously, about 4 or 5 went to the Bears, but with Ben Johnson. But I mean, is this an indication of what the Lions could be looking at this year? Because I mean, it just seems like they looked a little lifeless at times, and you wonder with a new head coach, new coordinator and all that. Like, does this spell a little? Is the Lions' mystique like the shine is off, as it were? What do you think?
I don't think so. The comment that's up there right now. It is week 1. It is week 1. And a lot of teams, a lot of the starters do not get a ton of reps now in the preseason. So some of the starters are out there, essentially working out the plays that they kind of half jogged through during the preseason. So, I mean, I don't think so. I think the Lions will still be a decent team this year. I don't know if they'll be as dominant as they were last year, but I still think they'll come through strong. I still think they'll come through strong as the season progresses. And that you touched on you guys are all sorts inside my head. Again, the coaching staff, that's a huge part of it. I mean, these guys are now adjusting to in real time these new coaches during games that actually matter. So I think we'll see some adjustments as we get a couple more weeks into the season. At least that's what Lions fans are hoping.
Of course. Well, of course. Delilah, what about you? What are your thoughts? Considering we have to play them next week as well, that whole thing, and the Lions being in our division, we're going to see them a couple times. Do you have any impressions? Again, I know it's week 1. We've all mentioned it many times. But again, this is why we have these conversations, because we can come back and play the tape later and, be like, hey, look, remember what you said back then? But go ahead, Delilah.
I'm sorry, just laughing at the comment.
I saw that.
So I agree with Handy. I think that the Lions are adjusting, like you said, also, Nick, that they have pretty much all new coaching except for Dan Campbell. But I agree with everybody how we're treading a little carefully with like it's week 1. I mean, there's things we saw that's good, right? I mean, in general, but again, a Bears fan who's been dealing with this for my whole life. Green Bay is someone that I would never count down ever. I would never count them out as you can't. You just can't. Like they figure stuff out, man. They just figure things out. Even if they don't take a division, somehow they make the you know what I mean? They still make it to the playoffs through, you know, that 7th, whatever. And so I would not count them out. I think they look good. I actually like Jordan Love. You know what I mean? I think he's showing like that he was always that guy that was waiting in the rafters, you know? I agree with Ben that Micah gave them a really nice, like, I wasn't going to, you know, the money that they paid him, like, good luck, but I get it. You know, that did inject a different sense at Lambeau. They also played at Lambeau. That place is loud, like crazy loud. And so I feel like the Lions just weren't prepared for that, you know. But we'll see if they make those adjustments, like Candy was saying, as the season goes with their new coaches. And I also wouldn't just say, oh, the Lions are going to just bottom out the whole season. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that either. I think it's just getting used to these adjustments. Aiden is back, right? He was out all season, right, with his injury. And so I wouldn't just say like they're going to screw the pooch, you know?
No, I got you. Again, I just like having these fun week 1 conversations because I guarantee you at some point mid-season we're going to come back and go, remember when you said that? And that's always the fun part of this whole thing. That's why I love that this show is recorded. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? But well, yeah. So I mean, again, obviously, it is week 1. We know these are all, like I said, everybody overreacts. If you read Facebook, everybody, oh my God, our team did this again. Our team's going to do that again. Blah blah blah. So it's always fun to have the conversation, make the argument, and see where everybody's at. Well, this brings us up to our first break of the day. So give us about a minute or so, and we'll be right back with you to talk some more football. Check this out. All right. Well, okay.
This break brought to you by
Tina, and welcome to the Mile High Minute.
Well, man, I'm a female. Oh, I thought it was the ugly. That's the bad.
You're the bad.
Oh, okay. Kicking game.
Ugly.
I'm talking about the ugly. And you know what's ugly? I'll tell you what's ugly. It's calls for Vance Joseph to fire. John Payne put together a solid game plan 2 weeks in a row. This is the big. But overall, I can't complain too much. We just need to use the Bills. This defense performed at an exceptional level against very good.
This was our 3rd win in a row. Very happy. I was concerned about
All right, of course, that was the Mile High Minute podcast that Miss Tina Winter is a part of. As we all know, she is a huge Denver Broncos fan. And so much so that there is a bar. Yeah, I know, right? The orange. She's even wearing orange today with her bright. Right?
No, I'm just wearing this for no reason.
Okay, there we go. For no reason. But no, there is a bar here in Chicago, almost home, that is a Broncos bar. And so I happened to stumble upon Tina this past Sunday because I was meeting other people and I was getting out of work. And yes, when you walk in there, it's definitely a sea of orange and blue. The Broncos are on all the TVs. It's a great thing. It's fun. But yes, Mile High Minute. Check it out. Tina, Thursday nights, I believe.
Thursday nights. Usually be up at 8:39. We go for the half of Thursday Night Football. Try to get it done, in and out. So
there you go. Sounds like all my dates, in and out. Very good. But
my God.
I was gonna say that sounded very much like Dorothy and Stan's first date on the Golden Girls.
All right. See, I told you, we're heating up, kids. 25 minutes in, we're heating up. Let's go. Let's go.
Lord.
25 minutes into the first episode for a Golden Girls reference. So there you go. Sean will be happy with that one. There we go.
Thank you for being a friend.
Keep a running tab of how many times we referenced them during this season.
Well, that was fun.
I don't care. It's like that's my favorite show. I could rewatch it over and over again.
Feed the cat, Rose.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't love the goal? But yeah, so let's move on. Of course, we're going to move on to our game of the week, which I think everybody would probably agree if you watch football that it was the Sunday night game we had this week. A 41-40 affair where the Buffalo Bills, defeated the Baltimore Ravens 41-40 on a last-second field goal by Matt. I just got signed to this team, Prater, on Thursday, and here I am kicking the winning field goal on a Sunday. But yeah, this was obviously a rematch of last year's playoff game, right? We all know what happened. 2-point conversion. Mark Andrews drops it. Baltimore's hopes are once again dashed for going to the championship game. Got to wait the whole winter, or the whole summer to get back to this and get started. And again, it looked like the Ravens were cruising, right? Going into that fourth quarter, it's 40-25. You got a 15-point lead. Things are looking fantastic for week one victory over your arch nemesis the last few years. And then the collapse, unfortunately. So, Handy, we'll start with you this time, my friend. Give me your impressions of Bills-Ravens on Sunday night.
My impressions of Bills-Ravens on Sunday night. Derrick Henry up the middle. Oh, what a crazy stiff arm. Lamar Jackson just ran for 54 yards. They're winning by 174 points. Nobody can catch them. Oh, they lost. You wanted my impression. Honestly, I was watching this game, and the thing that impressed me about this particular matchup is that in a goodly amount of previous matchups since the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson matchup with those two teams, is that the Bills always seem to be able to stymie the Ravens. Like, Lamar couldn't. There's certain times that he couldn't hit his passers, or the defense just had Derrick Henry had no answer for the defense. But this time, the Ravens, from the time I tuned in, had at least a 1.5 to 2 score lead the entirety of the game. And I said, could this be it? Because the Bills have always seemed to figure out a way to just shut the Ravens down. I fell asleep a little late in the game, and I was like, they got this. I'm always like, you don't want to watch it. I was like, the Ravens are going to win. And I woke up the next day, and I was like, oh. It was like Friday. It's like, I won. Give me my money. You what? I lost.
I lost, right? Exactly.
So that's where it was. I don't really have any explanation for it. The Bills just seem, for some reason, to have the Ravens number.
Yeah,
that's just my thing.
No, it does. You just kind of go, man, how unlucky can a team get? And in some ways, right? Because you're like, yeah, you create your own luck. Derrick Henry hardly ever fumbles, and all of a sudden, the ball comes out, and you go, no, So, Delilah, how about you? Like, your impressions of this game? What were your thoughts on this whole thing?
I want to go on here and just read two things, okay? Because I know everybody started crapping on Lamar right away, which is, again, bugs me. His QBR rating was 94. Yeah. And Josh Allen's was 78.7. Again, I'm not saying Josh Allen didn't come back to beast mode, right? We know he did in the fourth quarter. Lights out, right? That definitely helped. He did that leap because he's over 6 feet tall. I don't think people realize how tall he is.
6'5", yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like it's that conversation again of like the Ravens are a team that should have won a Super Bowl multiple times. And it's just weird that this happens. You know what I mean? I don't know, because, Flowers had a great game. And outside of the drop pass or fumble, that Derrick had 2 touchdowns. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the offense did its job. And so I don't know what they're missing. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know what it is, because it's not like they didn't go out there and put up 40 points, right? I feel like we're ignoring that part.
Yeah.
I get that the comeback happened. But at the same time, they still put up 40 points against Buffalo.
Yeah.
And it's just
100%.
like it feels like this happens often, right? They do this, like somehow the Chiefs you know what I mean? Like just something happens where it's just not enough, which is crazy, right? Because you look at the stats and it's like, okay, Lamar had no interceptions, right? He had 2 touchdowns, over 200 yards. Again, Derek had 2 rushing touchdowns. Lamar had a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
Zay Flowers and DeAndre Hopkins each had touchdowns. And so,
Zay had a game.
But do you see what I'm saying? So, I agree, Ben. I think that's why people are having that conversation is, I maybe that is a conversation to be had, Ben. I agree with you. Maybe it is time for some new coach. I'm sorry. I'm no hate on John Harbaugh, but think about it.
Yeah.
There is no reason the last few seasons that we see Lamar play lights out, prove the haters wrong by just killing it with yards, having a crazy QBR, and it's still not enough. So at some point, I think you do got to look at Harbaugh, right? And just maybe they do need new direction, right? Just new ideas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like...
Well, again, Sean, to answer your question, did this game confirm last year's MVP selection? I would say yes.
Oh, yeah, Josh. I'm no hate on Josh. It's just a real question.
Josh's stats alone, too, like when I looked, I looked them up to make sure of him. 33 for 46 with a 394 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he scored 2 touchdowns on his own, carrying 14 times for 30 yards. So, we all know that Josh Allen is going to do his thing regardless of who he's playing. And there you go. See, Nate, our good buddy Nathan Snell, who is a Ravens fan.
Right. No, but I think he's right because that's my point.
Not for nothing. I'm sorry, Delilah. I didn't mean to cut you off. Not for nothing, Sean. But Nathan also thinks that Maryland can beat Ohio State. So you kind of gotta.
I don't follow.
I'm not dogging Nate at all. I'm just saying Nate is on record saying, why are we not talking about Maryland as one of the premier powers in the Big Ten?
Oh.
So now I agree.
I don't know.
I agree that Harbaugh's at some point you gotta stop pointing fingers at the players and go, maybe it starts at the top.
That's
right.
That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
But we've also not mentioned who allowed the 16 points in the last 2 minutes of the game.
I was going to get to that, Tina. I'm glad you said that. That's what I was going to throw to you.
Like,
where was the defensive collapse?
How great their defense is and everything.
Yes.
And they sat back on their laurels and let the Bills get back into the game and couldn't shut them down. And I mean, I don't have a problem with Derrick Henry and Lamar. It's a team game. Yeah. Is it the coach? What is it? How is it working? But let's not forget that defenses can win games. And if your defense isn't playing right in the last 2 minutes of the game, in which it should be shut down, lights out, because you don't want them to come back. They didn't. They were letting them go. Yeah. I mean, now, not to take anything away from Josh Allen, because he is, I would call him the comeback kid of his generation of quarterbacks. He, for some reason, he gets in 2 minutes and a different switch goes off in his head. Right. So,
but then he's another one, right? No Super Bowls. Again, do you see what I'm trying to say? It's just really
and again,
you have to have the whole package.
Yeah.
You either have to be either your defense has to be so good that you shut everything down, or you have to be balanced. So, and
and I think that's part of the point of this whole thing too. Is like you said, because like Delilah said, you scored 40 points, but you gave up 41 and you lost. And again, however you want to look at that, I mean, the defense either was gassed or whatever happened at the end, but you let Josh Allen do what Josh Allen does, and the result is again another loss for you guys. And the thing is, I was looking at Baltimore's schedule only because, I heard somebody talk about the strength of it in the first 6 weeks. And again, they play the Browns this week, but then they got the Lions, Chiefs, Texans, and Rams. All in the first 6 weeks, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
So, I mean, so I did feel like this was a game I wish they would have gotten to get their confidence up and to kind of get them rolling. Because again, your schedule doesn't get any easier. You know, I mean, you could say I don't know what kind of game the Browns will give them because it's a divisional game though, so those are always tough. But they got a pretty tough schedule going forward for the next 6 weeks, and it's like this would have been a great game for you guys to really get your confidence and get you going. And like you said, a lot of people talk about now. I'm sure the Harbaugh talk is going to be out there about, well, is it time for that coaching change? Because this guy, like you said, has had many opportunities to take this team to the next level, and they just, for whatever reason, haven't gotten there. It just hasn't happened. And again, if you want to look at it this way, you know, again, living off the past glory, right, of winning the Super Bowl with the defense that he had, right. But now what? Like, what has it been, 10 years? What have you done for me lately?
Right. And that's
what have you done? It's an NFL league. What have you done for me lately, baby?
I don't know. I feel like the Bills and the Ravens are something where people are going to sit back and go, okay. Like, because they both teams do weird stuff like this.
Yeah.
Where they come back or they put out monster points and then they just like something happens the last couple minutes, right? Yeah, Bills, for some reason, just can't get over the Chiefs. And Baltimore can't get over the Bills. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like that little.
You know, it is one of those things where like the Achilles heel for Baltimore is Buffalo, and for Buffalo it's Kansas City. So yeah, what do you do with that? Like, is this the year somebody breaks through? We will find out, right? We got 17 more weeks of this, folks. But
for sure.
Again, I think we all agree though that had to be the game of the week. Of course, there were other good ones. Like I said, Jets Pittsburgh 34-32. That was a great game to watch if you were watching it. Oh, Tina again. The lawyer and Tina begs to differ, so here we go. Yes, Your Honor. What is it you have to say?
Chargers beating the smack out of the Chiefs.
There we go.
Brazil.
There it is. And I knew at some point we were going to get something from Tina about how Kermit the Frog and his newly engaged tight end to the greatest pop star, arguably the greatest pop star to ever live, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Kansas City loses to the Chargers. I know you do. I know. Oh, no, I know you do. That's what I said. I know.
Everybody should do that to him from now on. Because if you do it to him and you get suspended, you could be like, but you didn't suspend the Charger guy. Why am I suspended?
There you go. Spoken like a true lawyer.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, Tina, that's why I love you.
I know. Condoning other teams, their defensive linemen putting their hand into Travis Kelce's face.
There you go. 100%. Well, I don't know. I think Xavier Worthy must have said something about Taylor Swift because Travis took him out like the first play of the game. So I don't know. You wonder what's going on over there. Like,
I don't know.
Right. Like he took him. I mean, that looked like he was trying to hit him, but I know he wasn't. But I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No. I mean, that game was so boring.
God help John Mayer if he ever runs across Travis.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Henry. There it is. There it is.
I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Inner monologue, Anthony. Inner monologue.
That's so funny. I don't know. I feel like that game was so boring until second half. Then all of a sudden, people, I saw more stuff. But it was like 3-7. I was just like, like what? Yeah. I feel like everybody was either hungover or jet lagged. Do you know what I mean? Because that was in Brazil. And that is like the party capital of like Latin America. Sure. And it's like, so either they were all hungover or still jet lagged from traveling. Like, I don't know, but I felt both teams were kind of like blah that game. I don't know.
I think so. What was the final score? It was 27-21, right? Like that was the final score or whatever. So,
that's what I'm saying. The second half. That's what I'm saying. Second half, then people came to life.
I thought maybe somebody drugged the Gatorade or something. I was like, there's no way the Chiefs are playing this bad.
Did anyone see Kermit near the Gatorade bottles?
Well, he needed to rehydrate after his night out in Brazil with Travis, probably, right? What are you going to do? Like I said, party capital of the Latin America, Central America, there you go. All right, guys, let's move on.
We didn't pay the refs their monetary donation for that game.
Wow, there we go. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to move on now before we really go down the rabbit hole. So as you know, of course,
it's not rabbit hole. It's a frog hollow.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So as you know, we don't all root for the same team here. Yeah, well, too late.
Frog hollow is a problem.
You know Handy's mind.
Sean,
I'll step off his lily pad.
No, you're fine. I
There
saw
you go.
Sean's comment, and I know
Okay.
that Nick loves Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Like, I know you've been waiting for him to have a good day.
Huh.
And
For
you know,
about
he
6
looks
years?
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Like I said, we've been doing this show for a long time, and you're like,
Yeah, we've been doing this show for 6 years. So, yeah, I'm talking about Justin Herbert forever. I know. Yeah,
And
yeah I really
he
do
looks
hope
good.
that kid somehow finds a way to.
1 week.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. No, I know, but he did look good though. He did look
He
good
did.
that game,
I'm
for sure.
not gonna lie about that. He did. But it's week 1.
Yeah.
And
Again, it's week 1.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep repeating what I was saying. But
I know.
it's
That's
week 1.
the lawyer in you. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Even
I'm
though
the one who said
I
I'm the
highly
one who
enjoyed
says
that
that. I'm the one who says that about the Chiefs when they start off slow and then everybody's like,
Right.
"Oh,
It's only the second week. Give him time.
and
Yeah,
I'm
well,
always like, don't ever count out that team
right.
in your life.
Anyway,
Anyway, go
100%.
ahead.
No,
but I
it's
am
fine.
100% enjoying the fact that the Chiefs are in last place by themselves in the AFC West.
That's true, isn't it? Every other AFC West team won.
Who do they play next?
Just,
Who's next?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule for this week. It's a great question, though.
I'm looking it up.
I got you. Everybody look it up. No, I get it. But as we do that, as Tina looks that up, as you know, again, we all four of us.
They got a softball. It's the Giants.
Hey, maybe they'll start Jaxson Dart and the kid will throw for 400 yards.
I'm sorry. It's the repeat of the Super Bowl. They're playing the Eagles this week.
Oh, that could be another loss. That could be a 0-2 for the Chiefies. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, like I said, this is why I love this program, because we will go in any direction at any moment, anytime. And that's the beauty of this football talk that we have here, is that we will just keep. Believe me, if you let us, we talk for 3 hours. I guarantee you. You should see the conversations we have off camera. That's why we usually like if we really would let that just the camera roll on the officer stuff, we'd have a really good show, I think, because people would be like, "What are these people talking about?" It's phenomenal. I'm just
that might get a lot. That might get a lot of hits. The Roundtable after
behind the scene, BTS, and not the K-pop group that everybody loves. But anyways, let's move on. Yeah, like I said, we're just fair. So, as you all know, the four of us are very different people, and if as such, except for me and Delilah, who are the brainiacs, no, I'm kidding. We root for a team that just likes to let us down constantly. But no, as you know, Delilah and I are Bears fans. Handy is a Falcons fan. And Tina, of course, we've already established today, is a Broncos fan because her team is the only one that won this week. So, as they say, to the victor goes the spoils. So to start this week's team talk, we're going to let Tina expound graciously on her Denver Broncos and give us everything she wants to give us this week on what a phenomenal victory her Broncos had. Go ahead, Tina. The floor is yours.
Was not a phenomenal victory, but there were pluses and minuses on both sides. Our offense was very slow and very rusty, and you could tell that, like what somebody said earlier, like this is the first string players haven't played a lot during preseason. That's not the point. The point is to find out who you're going to keep on your team to go for the rest of the year. So, Bo Nix was looking a little rusty there. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to do a plug for his show, because if you like analysis shows, go watch Tim Jenkins, especially Bears fans. He's always talking about Caleb Williams, breaking down what he's doing and everything, and showing like what was bad and what wasn't bad and what was actually good. So if you are a Bears fan, watch his show, because his analysis on YouTube is amazing. He is so good. He breaks it down. He breaks down what the routes are, where they're going, where they could change things, etc. Bo didn't look so great. Our offense wasn't. We had some. RJ Harvey showed up and had a breakout and ran for almost 40 yards. J.K. Dobbins broke through the line and ran into the end zone. So that was a good one. Sutton had a good thing. Our defense was just. Andy said it last week. We were talking on Mile High Minute. I asked Todd how many sacks we thought our defense could get this game, because it was Cam Ward. And we said 6. And Handy, what was your comment?
I forgot what my comment was.
About how they could go shopping.
Oh. No, you were the one that had that comment. That wasn't me.
That was you. You made the comment you made it in the comments. I can prove it later.
Oh,
Anyways,
right.
With 6 sacks, you could go shopping.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm there. Yes, grocery sacks
and about 7 quarterbacks.
I'm sorry. I need some more sleep. I could remember stuff better if I went to sleep. I'm sorry.
Our defense was lights out. We had 6
Couldn't
sacks
we all?
against Cam Ward, and I think double that in terms of quarterback touches. We kept him to 4 field goals through the game. Now, that being said, Cam Ward had a couple of beautiful passes that they weren't able to put it all together and get it in the end zone and score. Right. But he's something special. If they can build that team right around him, Titans are going to be good. So,
I think they put their faith in that kid, and he's going to be their starter all year unless something major happens. So, yeah, I'm with you there. I think, we'll see what Tennessee does. But any other closing thoughts on your Broncos, Tina, before we move on?
Let's see. I'm seeing a few comments from our Mr. Spencer here.
Okay,
yes,
here we go.
Raiders won. Okay, whatever. Who were you playing? The Patriots.
The Patriots. Those Patriots.
Though I do think the Patriots are going to be better. I give them about half a year, and they'll start getting better. How many PIs did Surtain have? 0. No pass interference.
That's the one that's got me cracking up right there.
Sauce had none. I don't care. He still likes to pull jerseys. And never gonna leave that one alone.
Nope, it's not.
It ends the conversation. Jaxson, you missed me talking about Bo. Bo, okay. I mean, he did okay. He was a little rusty. Right. You could see it. Sure. He had a couple of picks, had a couple of interceptions, one of which I don't think was his fault. The other two, they're not exactly the other two. But you know what? We won the game, and that's what matters.
You did,
and we won the game. And I was very happy to see RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins to have some good runs. So we'll see what happens. It's week 1.
Right, it's week 1, folks. But again, at least good victory for you guys, though. Get one right away, get moving. Handy, unfortunately, your team did not get the victory this week, and I'm sure you've got a lot to say about that. So the floor is yours, my friend. Your Atlanta Falcons, what saith you?
I don't know if I would necessarily call them my Atlanta Falcons, at least not today. But when you have a quarterback, I got a question for you. When you have a quarterback that outpasses the opposing quarterback by almost 130 yards, throws for 300 yards, and averages 70% of the distance to a first down every time he completes a pass, no interceptions, not a lot of touchdowns, actually runs for a touchdown, manages to find a way to make his leading rusher, the guy that should be his leading rusher, the lead receiver, you would say that the odds are pretty good that they should win a game, right?
You could.
Bueller, anybody? Nobody? Okay. Just say, I'm trying very hard to keep this all reeled in because we want to be able to one day be a sponsored YouTube program. But I'm just saying, when you have that type of performance, you should be able to go away. Don't do that. You should be able to. He was trying to come out. He should be able to win a football game. I don't even know how. I'm not even going to get into that. You know what? I'm having trouble putting it together. But you know what? I found a video that sums up my feelings perfectly.
Okay.
Woo! Somebody pray for your boy and call me a doctor. I don't care if it's Dr. Dre, Dr. Seuss, or damn Dr. Umar, because these blood pressure birds are still stressing me out. Yesterday, with seconds left on the clock, Young Way Who, because we don't know who the hell he is anymore, missed the kick they could have sent us to overtime. Don't you get paid to kick? Don't you get paid to kick, you janky leg joker? Boy, you better stop. Yesterday, the Atlanta Falcons, a.k.a. the Blood Pressure Birds, took an L to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Mike Penix and the offense started fast. We scored first, but after that, Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield adjusted, and they A-Town stomped all over our damn dreams. Our defense couldn't stop that man from running for nothing. He did his own Peachtree Road race in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and it made me sick. Anyway, it's week 1, so I won't jump off the deep end. But a few things gotta be fixed, Coach Morris. 60-some yards rushing, that's not good enough. 1 sack, that's not good enough. Young Wei Koo missing kicks, that's not good enough. And Young Wei Koo, on behalf of Atlanta, your face card has been revoked until further notice. I'm talking about from Magic City and Blue Flames to Trap Wings and Hungry AF. You better be on the practice field and out these streets. Last but not least, I want to shout out my guy Falcons Drip, my childhood friend TJ, and Freaky T Coach partner Franco's dad, and everyone who showed love to the Waterboy show yesterday. We appreciate it and we love y'all. We're going to get ready for the Vikings next week and we're going to get this win. Go Falcons, aka the Blood Pressure Birds.
All righty then.
Are we cool now?
No, we're not. I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. Because do you not remember last year? you don't remember last year with me with the paper?
Yeah.
I know.
We remember, yes. We remember.
Yeah, we do.
I don't even know how far the field goal was that he was attempting to kick. But this dude, like, he just stood there with the surrender cobra, like, oh my. Like, dude, again, that's why I got my jersey on backwards, like I got on the wrong jersey because I rooted for the wrong damn team on Sunday. But, I don't even know who we play next week. I don't even care. I don't know if I want to be a Falcons fan no more. I'm just saying, I'm tired. And sometimes we should be able to win. 1966 is a long time since the franchise been. I mean, we almost gone as long as the Cowboys without a Super Bowl, and we had never won one. Ain't that something? I said that out loud, didn't I? Anyway, I'm frustrated, but it is week 1.
Your wife is putting you on the couch.
No.
Is she a Cowboys fan?
No, she was upset about that. She was upset about that loss too.
I know.
But I mean, plus that she still got gloating rights after the last Handy Bowl. So I'm saying is the Falcons are gonna Falcon, and it is what it is. I can't get mad about it no more. I can just come on here and pretend to be mad for comedy effect, but I was pissed because I was listening to the game when Michael Penix scored that touchdown. I said, "Okay, we got them." When he scored the touchdown, I was like, "All right, we got an opportunity to win this," because he was just moving the ball. He was moving the ball at will. It wasn't like they were. He was moving the ball at will. They got down the field. I said they're setting it up for the game-winning field goal, and not so much. They just set it up so old boy could take a practice whiff at the. I mean, the only thing that would have made it worse is if he would have triple donked, and then that would have been, I don't know. We should see somebody. Maybe they should call Rodrigo. No, Rodrigo can't kick anymore because he retired. He retired because of hip injury. But we need somebody. We need something better. Maybe Uncle Rico can come and kick field goals for us. Anyway, right. Yeah, he's a quarterback. Or was a quarterback. They could throw a ball over the mountain. Well, you know what? If he could throw the ball over the mountain, if they hang him upside down and let him kick it with his arm, then maybe he could. I don't know. Atlanta's got to do something. I mean, this is a far, far tumble from the dominant Atlanta Falcons of the late 2000s into the early 2010s. This is, I don't know. I got nothing. So, next week we try again. Yep. Like Aaliyah said, dust yourself off and try again.
There you go.
But I agree with old boy's sentiment about the blood pressure birds for real. So
no, fair enough. That's fandom for you, my friend. And believe me, Delilah and I know all too well because our team again. And again, let's preface this by saying
sweet baby Jesus. Y'all keep talking. Just keep talking.
I was working the game, so I didn't get to see a lot of it. Obviously, I went back and watched some highlights and did all that. But Delilah, you were watching the game live. You were at one of our favorite places, my buddies, watching the game. I want your impression of what you saw because again, you watched the entire game. So we're going to start with you. Go ahead and what did you see? There's things you like, things you dislike. What happened?
Oh, we were all so happy briefly. We were so
for 3 quarters anyways, right? For 3 quarters,
you should have seen us. We're like, oh, we're like good. 3 of our defensive guys were out, but our defense still looked great. Like we're like, okay. Just, Caleb looked comfortable. We're like, all right, cool. Got that rushing touchdown. It's okay. He doesn't know how to slide still, but he's picking up yards. Yeah. We're like, okay, all right, cool. Dominating for the most part, and it's like, I don't know what it is with that fourth quarter. I don't know what the curse is on the fourth quarter. And then Monday Night Football, I don't know. I don't know what it is anymore at this point, because our offense, honestly, for 3 full quarters, our offense wasn't stellar, but they weren't making the same mistakes that they're common for, right? We saw them moving the ball. They didn't give up on the run, right? And then finally Swift made it through, because usually we would see our coaches give up on a run. And so and then finally Swift was making some good runs there at the end, and DJ was making some catches, and you're like, all right, cool. We definitely look a little better. And then our defensive got a pick 6. That's always good, right? We sacked JJ a couple times, even though he's a local kid. And so I was like, all right, like looking good. And then fourth quarter, and it's upsetting because our defense held up for 4 quarters, again, with 3 of our starters out with hamstring and different stuff. And then, like Tina was saying, our defense just got tired out and, gave up points. JJ just decided to be like, you know what? I know that I grew up watching the Bears. I grew up, but this is my NFL debut. And the kid woke up, shook it off, and then our quarterback started making the same mistakes. That makes me really sad because I want him to succeed. Here's the thing. I want Caleb to look good. I want him to fix these things. But then he started doing the same stuff that people who know football better than I, who watched him in college, you know what I mean? Of like, hey, you can't football like you did in college, right? Everybody's like, you can't do that in the NFL. Yeah. We can't blame him on being a rookie anymore. And so for a while he did good, and then boom, just took sacks and then started doing just these weird things that I'm just like, I don't know what the conversation should be in that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't know how Ben can, I don't want to say fix it, but you know what I mean? But he held up pretty, and then fourth quarter, he started taking those sacks again and started just throwing the football where I didn't know what were you passing to?
Right. Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because again, and Ben was doing what we expected him. During the preseason, he was like, Caleb, you bench, right? He's our starter. It didn't matter. He benched him when he was making these mistakes. So we know that he's making him rethink, right? Pass the ball, get it out, whatever. Yeah. And it's like, I just, at this point, and I know it's the first week, but year after year.
Exactly.
Watching us collapse in the fourth quarter. It's the same. It's like Ben was saying earlier. I don't know what it is about the fourth quarter and Monday Night Football, because we've seen it before. It's like something happens in prime time, fourth quarter. Even with Ben, who's supposed to be the same, and again, definitely made adjustments. We did see good stuff, but fourth quarter came and it was just complete collapse. And again, I understand it's week 1, but and I know everybody was like, oh, well, Detroit paid bad. Again, it's a division game. We're playing back-to-back division rivals, and everybody knows that those are hard because it's division. Yes. And so because we didn't pick up this win, even though it was in it, we had the win in the bag. And because in the fourth quarter, we started making mistakes. That's what I'm saying. Like, we started making mistakes. They got the win. And now we have pressure, against a noon game against Detroit. And again, just like we were saying, just because they lost 6 to whatever, to Green Bay doesn't mean that's going to be the same Detroit team. We always say any given Sunday, right? That doesn't mean when we show up there and we're playing Detroit, that's the Detroit from week 1. And that is my, you know what I mean? I don't know. I wish he would stop taking those sacks. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I wish he would stop holding on to the ball. I'm asking the real questions. Some of you know quarterback stuff more than me. And I've been told you're not supposed to hold on to the ball for more than 5 seconds or whatever the rule is. And you're supposed to, at least toss it away or don't take the sack and slide and do all this stuff. So it's you know what? And again, with 3 players out on defense and our defense held Minnesota for 3 whole quarters, except, you know what I mean? And even 3 people injured, right? Our defense still held up. So, I don't want to blame the defense on that game. That wasn't on the defense, in my opinion. That was we got sloppy there. And, our O-line even held up for a long time. They tried. We saw guards blocking him even when he took a long time. You know what I mean? Gave him space and stuff. Yeah. And so I don't know. You guys tell me.
No, I mean, again,
you tell me, football world, tell me. What did you know what I mean? Shoot.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I agree. And again, just what, I was able to every once in a while look up at the televisions there and see what was going on. I could, as I said, I'm looking at halftime. All right, 17-6. I heard about the interception for the touchdown. Well, I mean, you know what, Ben? It could turn out that way. I don't want to give the answer everybody's been giving all night about it's only week 1. But, what are you going to do? We, as Bears fans, and believe me, when that game ended, they were out. The boo birds were there, my friend. They were booing loudly at Soldier Field last night when that game ended. And it's because that's the problem. We know it's week 1, but when you see something like this happen, you go, oh, my God, not again. We have seen this for how long now here in Chicago? You're just like, can we get over the hump? And I think it's just the frustration. This year is supposed to be different, right? Everybody's excited. We got Ben Johnson as the head coach. We brought over, Dennis Allen as the defensive coordinator, which, again, he looked like a genius for the first 3 quarters, didn't he? We were it's like this Minnesota offense that's supposed to be great, right? It's J.J. McCarthy's first game, and that whole thing, and and it's like we held them to 6 points. You're like, this is going to be great. I love this. This is fantastic. And then again, like I said, the collapse. All of a sudden, I looked up, and it was 17-12, and I was like, oh, okay, we got the ball back. I look again, it's 20-17. I'm going, hey, wait, what the hell happened? I was only here 5 minutes ago. What's going on around here? Come on. And then you see, again, they go up 27-20. It's like, come on, man. What is happening? Not again, please. And again, we weren't going to do anything in that last 15 seconds when we got the ball back. I was like, nice attempt, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen. We don't have that kind of luck on our side where we can get away with that one. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you hope this is just a week 1 thing. They go back to the room and realize, hey, maybe our conditioning needs to be a little bit better. They look tired in the 4th quarter, right? A lot of people said that. The defense just started giving up big plays out of nowhere. You're like, what's going on here? What's happening? Why is this happening? So many questions, obviously. And again, I wish I could comment more, but I didn't see the game. I didn't get to see everything. So again,
I did. I'm just telling you, it was a bar full.
Yeah, no. That's why I said. That's why I went to you, because I knew you. So you watched the entire game. So I knew you had,
psychologically, mentally, yes, of course. Ben, Sean, Nate, and everybody that's saying great stuff. But when it's your team, you guys know how that feels, right? And so even though mentally and psychologically you're like, yeah, it's the first week, but man, our heart and our soul, man, year after year is just it's battered, man. We're battered. We're
we feel the pain, bro. We're feeling the pain, man.
That's all it is. It's just again.
You feel the pain.
We know, right? Yeah. Brain power, we understand that it's week 1. But our emotions.
Right. Emotionally, we are emotional damage. That's what it feels like. That's exactly what that feels like.
Thank you guys for the vote of confidence.
All the time in Chicago fandom. We see it with the Cubs. We see it with the Sox. We see it with all of them. I'm sorry. Chicago fans are like, this is the Super Bowl. Like Joe Tooney says he's coming, and all of a sudden every freaking Bear fan is like, oh, we're gonna win the division. And it's like, why did you guys start having problems in the fourth quarter with the offense? It's a new line.
Yeah.
I don't care that you brought in 3 guys that are Pro Bowl O-liners.
Right.
It's a new line. It takes time to gel.
Yeah.
That's why Caleb started pushing. That's why he's getting sacks, all of this, because these guys, they don't have that full chemistry together yet. I think you guys be patient. And I've been at a number of Bears games. I know about the boo birds you guys have.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong. When we could have taken Denver could have taken on you guys on your guys' boo birds when we had Mr. Wilson, okay? Because we were booing too. So I get it. You got to be patient. And I know it's hard. I know it's really hard when because your heart and soul is in it. And don't get me wrong, halfway through the game with Titans, I was like, I was scared about this game might not go the way I want it to go. So and Minnesota is a good team.
They are.
They just didn't have a quarterback last year. So yes, you got some problems to fix.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And
And of course, as always, it's only week 1.
Here's another Denver Bears connection. Dennis Allen was a coach for us.
Right, was a coach for you guys. Well, no, I thought that was a great. That was a great
under Vic Fangio.
Yeah. That was a great signing to me, though. I think the defense will be better this year. I really do believe that. I think the defense will be better. And again, I'm hopeful for the offense with the weapons we have. I mean, again, you hope the line gels and all that because that was the biggest thing, obviously, last year for us. So, yeah, again, you hope it all comes together again. Like I said, everybody's been saying it all night. It's week 1, but, again, we wouldn't be fans if we didn't talk about it. So, again.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Right. This was a division game. It's big.
Yeah.
Losing this
always
game
big.
is
Losing games are always bigger. Absolutely.
The season.
Yes.
But.
Yeah. But, again, we got through week 1, right? Week 2 is another chapter and another week to, cry and boo and all that good stuff. Maybe this week Carlos Santos will make a kick. But anyways, so that's our team talk for this week. We're going to take one more break, and then we'll come back with our final segment. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. Of course, that was, as we've told you, we talk a lot before the cameras go on. And we always have conversations that go in every direction. We've talked sports, movies, relationships, anything else you can think of. We've talked about it. And so the idea came up, we should do a movie podcast. We've all seen plenty of movies. We all have plenty of opinions. We all got all that stuff. So that finally came to fruition. So if you haven't checked that out yet, I'll be honest, I was only on 1 episode because I've had a really busy summer, but I know you guys got about like 5 or 6 done, maybe 4 or 5 or somewhere.
I think we got 4 or 5 in the bag. Plus they've been chopped up. So yeah, we got quite a few up there. And
so check it out. Yes. And
while we're on that subject, before we go into our final segment, they have you guys have been showing up strong and watching those, and we really appreciate it. We will be making more. It might not be till after the season is done, but we will be making some more. So just stay tuned. If you get bored, just go back and watch us argue about Superman was dumb because he got shot in the eyeball. Okay, that's all I've got, sir.
Alrighty then.
Back to you.
There you go.
Maybe we could do our favorite Christmas movie episode.
Oh,
yeah, we could maybe try to work that out to do a Christmas movies. That's always a fun one, right? I know I'm sure we all have plenty of favorites. But again, every year, or we started this last year, I should say, I don't say every year, but last year we started doing a final segment where instead of just having kind of one last I ask a question, just to give you guys a chance to say some things and to get to know us a little bit better, things we may like, dislike, all that kind of stuff. So I figure with the fall fast approaching, as we are now into September, I thought it would be a little fun to ask our esteemed panel, what are your favorite fall activities? Do you have them? I'm sure you do. What do you like to do? So, Handy, we will start with you, my friend. But I want to preface this because it was very funny when I put this in the group chat on what the question was. Anthony decided to give me like 6 answers and then went, oh, this is for the show, right? So there you go. So just to show you where we're at, how it goes. We just, these are the things that happen. So do you care to repeat any of the things that were on that list previously, Andy? Or what do you got for us?
Number one, sitting on the couch on Saturday with some good stuff cooked and just snacking all day while watching this college football. This is a professional football show. Love professional football, but college football, my first love. So I can sit on that couch from like 10 o'clock in the morning watching game day, all the way through all the games, and the game of the week, the game of the afternoon. And now shouts out to my guy Sean Spencer for putting me on the YouTube TV. I can watch 4 games at once. And just watch everything going on. And then as the evening progresses, get up, stretch a little bit, maybe run outside real quick during a boring stretch of games and cut the front yard and come back in. Although during the fall, I also said I like not having to cut the front yard anymore. I like yard work, but I like not having to cut the front yard. And then come back in and sit down and have some more snacks and watch football until, I don't have to go anywhere on a Saturday. I like sitting at home watching football. There's that. There's also not, because of where I live, not burning my tuchus off in 108 to 127 degree dry temperatures here in Oklahoma during the summer. So there's that. Actually, we kind of get a kick out of it in the fall when the kids in the neighborhood come around for Halloween, because they have some of them. I mean, something could have popped off on the internet on Monday and gone viral, and Halloween's on a Saturday, and there's 3 kids in that costume or whatever it is. And it's just, and the neighbors, it's also kind of a get to know your neighbors kind of thing when the new neighbors move in. So that's pretty cool. And turning the fan on so that the room is just below frigid, and getting in the bed under the comforter and putting another comforter on top of it. Whew. That's my jam right there, boy.
No, hey, I find that a little weird, but hey, to each his own. To each, I don't want to, but yeah, I do find people who do that a little bit. Turn a fan on just to put a blanket on. That cracks me up. But again, thank you, Handy. Those are all good things, right? You'll be sleeping before halftime. Wow.
Fire, Dinklage.
I'm telling you, Sean's got both barrels loaded today, man. He's been all over the comments.
Why Johnny Ringo? If I thought for one moment that we weren't friends, I don't think that I could bear it.
There you go. Sounds about right. Delilah, how about you? What are some of your favorite fall things to do or to get into?
I like all the fall flavors, not just the pumpkin spice I joked about earlier, but like the maple, you know what I mean? The hoodies, the sweaters, boot season's back.
Boot season.
You know what I mean? It's just cozy, and I love Halloween. And so I always look forward to that. I mean, spooky season is here. And I do like doing all the, the orchards, it's just fun. I don't know. I just and in Chicago, just because who we are, there's always these different pop-ups. So you get to go to do all these different cool fun activities. Yeah. We're surrounded by farms. They always do the apple cider. You know what I mean? It's just, we're surrounded by farms, and they always have some cool stuff going on. And so I do look forward to that. Outside of football, of course, but you know what I mean? It's just a cool, vibe altogether. I look forward to. Before the brutal winter settles in.
Chicago winter comes, right? Although they haven't been as brutal the last few years, which has been nice. But yeah,
but still.
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
no. When that cold hits, baby, you think you change religions. I swear, you're just like, man, my goodness, what is going on here? I can't take this 30-degree wind to the face anymore. Thanks. That happened to me one time. I'll get into that some other time. But yeah, I got hit with something. I just went. I really almost walked back in my house and went, I'm not doing this today. But yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It was a story for another time for sure. But yeah, it wasn't good. Tina, how about you? Favorite fall activities? Things you do?
Football. Day drinking at the bars on the sidewalks without cooking your ass like a goddamn egg on asphalt.
Yeah,
you can actually sit outside for more than 10 minutes without either sweating or frying yourself. Let's see. I'm not really into the pumpkin spice thing. I don't like pumpkin pie and that kind of stuff.
Okay,
so,
sure.
But I'm with Delilah, like on the flavors, like cardamom and cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice and all that stuff. Like, I like those kinds of flavors and stuff. And my absolute favorite thing is Halloween.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm hosting another Halloween party.
Oh, fantastic. I did attend that 2 Halloween.
Was it last
year? Halloween or the year before? Yeah. Okay.
Last year,
Great, yeah, it was last year. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Was actually was a fun little party. That was very nice.
Halloween is my favorite. Probably my favorite holiday.
So
okay, holiday.
Oh,
yeah.
Like coming up with costumes and all that stuff, and I'm gonna pretty much turn my hallway into a haunted house.
Yay!
Really?
Cool.
Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dinklage, you won't be close enough to attend.
Yeah, at some point, right? At some point, yeah. No, I will. Thank you. I appreciate the invite. Like I said,
I'm gonna make it this year. I'm gonna make it.
I was like, I'm coming this year.
I mean,
I'm gonna set my time aside.
It's a blast. It's a blast.
Also, everybody makes fun of me for my Christmas party because I think I have 10 bins of Christmas stuff.
Wow.
I'm pushing.
Yeah, I was very ill, or I would have attended that as well. But I was very sick during that time last year, and I wasn't able to attend. It was
so Halloween's my favorite. It was just kind of funny. I'm always like trying to do stuff, which we used to go to the Elbow Room or Double Door all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Because they would have the Halloween.
Did you say Elbow Room?
It was called the Elbow Room. It was on Lincoln Avenue.
Like the got to get you some elbow room. Like the Schoolhouse Rock,
right? Schoolhouse Rock, elbow room. I remember that. Yeah,
got to get you some elbow room.
Elbow room.
No, this is a punk bar.
But they would have like Halloween. They would have their bands would be dressed up as other bands, and Double Door was this big, huge venue. So we would always dress up, go to that, and then you could hear some live music and stuff. Well, neither one of them does it anymore, and we couldn't find anything to do. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll throw the parties.
Have everybody
come. So,
nice.
All right. That's my favorite thing to do.
For sure. Yeah, a couple of mine. Like I do this every year with my friends. I go apple picking. I just love that. Like I get out to the apple farm, right? It's go pick whatever apples in season at that point. You know, pick up 4 or 5, one of each. Kind of do that. You know, and that's always when I'll go get some apple cider, maybe some apple butter, get some apple cider donuts because they're phenomenal. I buy some fudge from the shop. Like, I go all out. It's a thing we do every year. And we go to this place, and I'll give them a little shout out. Jonah Mac Orchard in Malta, they do a great job. There's always stuff for the kids, the whole thing. So it's a great time if you can make it out there. It's fun. Also, one thing I do, like you said, Tina, Halloween has always been a big one for me. I've always liked to dress up. And so even though I know people be like, well, it's too expensive or this and that, but I go to Fright Fest every year here at Great America in Gurnee just because I like to see what everybody's doing. And I worked this a couple of years ago. So it's always fun to go back and actually still see some of the same people there working, trying to scare people every day. So I like going to Fright Fest, doing that kind of thing. Those are all fall activities that I truly enjoy. But like Delilah, I am a hoodie guy. I counted the other day because I have to go do some laundry. I have like 9 hoodies because I love that's the best thing I love about fall is that I can just wear a hoodie and be comfortable. Like that's the good thing about fall. You can put on whatever layer you need to be comfortable. I don't like summer because I can't take everything off and walk outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't do that.
I mean, you could, but
no, I could. I get arrested. Yeah,
right.
I could.
Yeah, you might be invited. You might be invited to be a guest.
So at the county jail, yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. So summer is never. Again, I work at a ballpark in the summer, so obviously, yes, I feel the heat. I feel it all. Believe me, I wish I could just take off my clothes and run through a shower or something. But that's why fall is my favorite.
When they're cleaning the field afterward, don't you have access?
Yep. I mean, technically, if I ran on the field, I don't know how long before somebody realized Nick's on the field. Like, that would be something to maybe test one day or maybe not. But yeah, I mean, yes. Do I know how to get to the field? 100%. I know how to get on the field. Yes. So, yeah, maybe if I'm feeling froggy one year, I'll attempt that one. But yeah.
How cold are your freezers too? Just go inside one of them.
No, but see, that's the thing. It's so crazy because, right, I've done that, of course. Like, we have coolers and freezers. You'd be like, yeah, call me in 10 minutes. I got to go in here real quick. But then I come out and, like, my glasses are fogged. I can't see where I'm going. And I'm just like, it's crazy. But again, thank you.
At a restaurant inside the freezer. Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely. You're like, oh, my God, I can't see now.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, again, fall is a great time of year. Again, I always say best 4 months of the year with, like you said, to me, baseball playoffs, college football, pro football, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all my favorite holidays. Like, the last 4 months of the year is just super to me. So I try to do as much as I can in those 4 months when I have the time to just celebrate every holiday that we have. And it's a great time. Well, look at that. An hour and 22 minutes. And we're come to the end of the show, folks. We've gotten through week 1, only 17 more to go plus playoffs. So here we go. We're up and running. I mean, again, thank you guys all. I saw Sean, Nate, Jason Swade, whoever that man is, Ben in the comments. So I hope everybody had a great time. I know we did. Catch us next week, of course. You find us here every Tuesday at around 7:30-ish. Yes, thank you very much again. Thank you again for all tuning in. And as always, for Delilah Crespo, Tina Winter, Anthony Handy, Mr. Fingers, and myself, Nick Rosario, have a great week, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.